Hey, this is Greg Fitzsimmons. I'm here on Eggo's Last Stand. And I love waffles, so I think it's important that there's finally a podcast zeroing in on toaster pastries, especially frozen ones, because Oh, Ego's Last Stand? Am I doing this? Oh, it's great to be here. Thanks.
When I come around, got the whole thing wobbing.
And we're back for another episode of The Ego's Last Stand. This is the Quarantine Chronicles. I'm Josh Sardam, your host. And together today, I have a good friend of mine. We did some shows in Arkansas, at a place called The Grove. Drew Thomas on the show. How you doing, bud?
Man, what's going on, man? I'm just happy to be here, man. You looking good, bro. Thanks for having me.
Oh, well, thanks, man. You know, I've dropped about 10 pounds. I'm trying to get down to fighting weight again and lose some of this baby fat I got on me. But,
Right. Let the baby out.
Yeah, I gotta let all 80 pounds of it out. How you been?
Man, I've been good. I lost a couple pounds too. I need to start incorporating some weights with it, but yeah. Every now and then, every couple of weeks in the morning, I do a fashion show with my small clothes, and they're getting better.
A fashion show with your...
Yeah, I get up and I go, all right, so I go try on a jacket that was tight 9 months ago or something and see how it feels now. And I'm like, oh, we getting it. I can almost wear this outfit.
Yeah. No, you look good, man. You look like you dropped more than a couple pounds.
Yeah, I dropped a couple. I've been drinking a lot of water. You know what I find in the pandemic? I haven't been snacking as much.
Yeah.
And I'm eating less. I think your priorities shift. You know what I mean? And you're like, no, I don't need to sit and have this big plate of food. I need to eat a little bit and then get ready for the zombies.
Yeah, the apocalypse is here and there's no zombies. There's so many depressed people about that too.
That's a lot of depressed people. They was hoping for zombies. The zombies are in the form of maybe meth heads that's gonna come for your food because the food pantries are closing.
Right.
And starting to rob them and the lines are long. So there's all type of things that might not affect us right now, but 2 weeks, 3 weeks, another month, who knows?
Yeah, I just had a knock on my door about 20 minutes ago.
Some scary shit. And they weren't careless.
No, some woman. She said that she was the manager of the apartments up the road, and she cleans houses over there. And she's like, "Do you have $10 I can borrow?" I was like, "How about no?"
That sounded like they was casing your joint, yo.
Oh yeah. I said, I don't keep cash in the house. Sorry. Yeah, but I
gave her 10, and then she go tell the dude in the car he had at least 3 10s.
Yeah, I got cameras all around my house, and I spent the majority of my life in law enforcement and military. So, come on.
You got your spider senses went up.
Oh yeah,
your spider senses went up.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. The cop will be wondering, why is there drag marks going into the house? Why is that? Why that? Because I know what the council doctrine is. Anyway, okay. So what else you got going on?
Nothing, man. I don't think any of us have anything going on. I mean, our best hope is for maybe July.
Yeah, and you're in Georgia, right?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. They opened this bitch up. They got the barbershops are open. I think esthetician was on the list. I was like, who is going to get a facial?
Why do you want to be that close to somebody during this thing?
I don't have no idea. I'm not going to the barbershop or getting a facial.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was worried about you because I know you do a lot of cruises and stuff.
I was on in February. I got off in February. I haven't been back. I was supposed to go out on the 19th of March, and I think they canceled on me on the 15th or the 14th. I got a call.
Well, I mean, thank God for that, though, because you don't want to be stuck out at sea or just stuck on the ship on some dock somewhere like those poor bastards were.
In the Philippines or somewhere because no dock was taking the boats.
Screw that. Because then you really have an apocalypse going on that ship.
There's still crew members out there. Everybody didn't get to go home.
Yeah. That's nuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any problem finding any supplies or anything? You got any pandemic stories?
Yes, I should have had queued up my pictures for you, but in the beginning, me and my sister went I remember the first day we went out, we went to Costco, the farmer's market, and Target.
Yeah.
And after that, it's just been like fill-in stuff.
Right.
That go bad, milk, bread, your produce. But I stocked up on chicken, salmon, like a 20-pound bag of rice. That's all you need is chicken and rice, man.
Yeah, you know, my pantry, I made sure it was like packed full of everything we needed. If we had to like shut it down for 2 weeks solid of never going out.
Yeah, I think we did that one of the times. We didn't leave nowhere for about 2 weeks, so we had enough water, enough toilet paper, paper towels, food. You know.
Yeah. It was kind of, I mean, this is different. This is something that none of us have ever seen before.
Never before. Not even, I mean, you've seen footage on the Spanish flu or a movie you watch covered it because it happened during that time, but nothing like this. And then we about to have the second wave because there's about to be a meat shortage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like 5-6 of the major meat plants closed down in the past week, so.
Yeah, Tyson just shut down.
Tyson shut down. The spot down here in Georgia, there was the bacon spot. Oh, bacon, no bacon. They about to go crazy. No bacon? No bacon.
Yeah, it's going to become a problem.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, people better, like I just got done eating. We just got done eating up probably a good 3/4 of our freezer. So I'm fixing to go to the store and just like restock it because you don't know what's going to happen.
If y'all eat red meat, get your red meat. Get your ground beef and your steaks. If you don't, then definitely stock up on chicken.
Yeah. Oh, we're equal opportunity carnivores. We eat everything.
Okay.
Yeah, we're very keto friendly in this house, so it's like, you know, just low carbs, high protein.
Right.
That kind of thing.
That's the way to go.
Well, I mean, I love bread, so it kills me.
Me too, man. I mean, I'll have a sandwich waiting on my bread to toast.
Right. That's my favorite thing to do is, you know, take like some sausage and eggs and cheese on top of like, you know, English muffin or something and just. You know what we're talking about. So you said you're watching all kinds of videos on guns?
Yeah, man. I accidentally reached out to this place about going to gunsmithing school. One day I was like, we're never going to tell jokes again. I need to become a gunsmith. And now this damn gunsmith school won't leave me alone. They call every day. And I'm like, I was just thinking about it, guys. But it has become a new interest. Like, the pandemic, everybody, and there's all these YouTube videos and top 5 guns in a pandemic, top 5 guns you shouldn't buy in a pandemic.
Oh,
why you need a gun. And gun sales are up 300%.
Yeah, they are. It's crazy.
So I don't know how Kentucky is, but Georgia been off the chain since the beginning. No gun store has closed because they're essential.
Oh, wow.
So no gun store has closed here, and they've sold more guns here in the past 6 weeks than forever.
Well, Kentucky, the governor gave everybody a warning that like he was going to shut down the background investigations a week from a certain day, and then all the gun stores were closed after that. Because if you no background check, you can't
get background check, right? But there's a loophole to that though, because if you do the background check and there's a delay, and nobody gets back to anybody in 7 days, they got to give you your gun.
I guess so. I mean, I don't know what the Kentucky law says, but
I think that's everywhere. It's federal. It's the Brady rule.
Oh, really?
The Brady law, yeah.
He knows all this stuff.
Yo, I've been doing my research, man. I want to know all the shit white people know.
Oh, okay. Me too.
The same gun knowledge I want to have.
Well, Kentucky per capita has more personal gun ownership than anywhere else in the United States.
I believe it.
Yeah, we own more guns personally than anybody else, which is kind
of. But he can't. I don't think the governor was right for shutting down the background check though, because it's essential and it's your right to go get a gun.
I think you could still buy rifles because I don't think there's a background check with a rifle, but it's handguns that they do.
Yeah, they didn't do that here. The background system has been overwhelmed.
Oh, I bet.
But they haven't shut it down because I think it's essential, to be honest with you. I think the same day you went and got black beans, you should have got 100 rounds of 9mm.
Oh, I'm telling you, like, for the first month, I didn't go anywhere without carrying. I mean,
I wish I could carry. I'm waiting on to your listeners and the people that's going to listen to this episode. We want people to do this legally. I mean, if you have guns in your home, yeah, you can have a gun in your home. Your car is an extension of your house, but don't go out there carrying and you don't have a carrying permit. I got 3 different holsters, but I don't carry because it's in the mail, and until it's in your hand, I don't have a carrying permit.
And that's because your state requires that, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, Kentucky doesn't require it at all.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Neither does Oklahoma.
Yeah, you can open carry, you can conceal.
Yeah, Texas too. You can leave Oklahoma, you can leave from the gun store with the gun the same day.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he shut it down, because then if you can't do background checks, that shit would have been all willy-nilly in Kentucky.
They were worried. I think they were worried about crime rates. They were worried
but I think that's later. I think right now people were panicking in terms of protecting their shit.
Well, I mean, people were panicking in the beginning. I mean, I saw fights at Kroger. I mean, it was getting
wow.
Yeah, because there was nothing on the shelves. Like everything.
Yeah, nothing. I got pictures of the shelves. Yeah. Nothing. Like I got no chicken the first 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
There was no chicken, no Lysol, no cleaning products.
No rice, no toilet paper, no.
Rice was at the farmer's market, but it wasn't at Kroger.
Oh wow.
You had to go. I went to the farmer's market, and Asians ain't gonna go without rice. They were plenty of rice at the farmer's market.
I found a huge bag at Costco, so I snacked.
Okay, good.
Big ol', I mean, it's huge. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I got a rice cooker. I make rice. I'm in there.
Hey, if people in Survivor can live on rice, so can I. So it's fine.
I'm Jamaican, man. That's all I grew up on: white rice and chicken. So this for me, part of it wasn't punishment. They was like, lock yourself in your house and eat Jamaican food. Okay.
Yeah, don't threaten me with a good time, right?
Right. I'm like, okay. So it's that part has been an easy 6 weeks. The tough part is first wrapping your head around the fact that we don't have a job right now. You know, like for however many years you do comedy, once you commit to it, that's what you do. You live and eat comedy every day. You wake up to perform at night, and then all of a sudden it was like, it's not like they said, oh, you got to perform to smaller crowds. It was like, you got to no performing.
Nothing. None.
So it's like, I was like, I'm out of work. And then I'm like, Dave Chappelle out of work too.
Mm-hmm.
We're all in the same boat of out of work.
Dave Chappelle's boat's just bigger than ours. That's all.
Yeah. He has a nice pantry. His pantry is the same size as our houses, but
he's probably got a Costco's in his house.
But he has no work, you know.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. I mean, I know you lost all your. I lost 7 weeks right off the bat, and I just lost 4 more total now, and it's nuts, man.
My April is gone. Then all of May was gone. Then I just got the last couple emails canceling June.
Yep. And right now I got a couple dates in July. I'm clinging to.
You crossing your fingers for them July dates.
Right, and then August I've got dates already lined up. But man, God, this is weird.
I had nothing in July and August anyway, so I was hoping for these other months to rest those months. April was gonna be the biggest month of my career. What I had on the books, I was like that took a minute to get over that, man. It was like, $20 grand, poof.
Yeah. My buddy, he just got picked up for the USO tour, and he was supposed to go in April. And, and we were on our way to a show in Virginia, and he got the email saying, they're canceling it. It was like, God, there goes an entire month's worth of gigs. And, the USO takes care of you, period.
Right.
So
my April is I had 5 cruises and a casino on the books contracted for April.
Yeah, God. That's rough. That's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah. But I mean, other than that, man, once you get over that, then you gotta go, hey, you got life, you living, you got your family.
Yeah.
I haven't lost any immediate family members. I know people and people that are close to lost people.
Oh wow.
A girl lost a cousin. this week. I had a cousin that had it in New York, but she pulled through, and but none of my immediate family.
Yeah.
My acting coach, I called him today because I got this audition for NCIS.
Nice.
Called my acting coach today just to see if he was still doing coaching during the pandemic, and he got to fly to Kansas City tomorrow. His brother passed away.
Oh, wow.
33 years old.
Crazy. Did he have any other underlying health
He said he had some underlying health issues, which it's just effed up, man.
Yeah, it is. Coronavirus is nasty because it suffocates you to death. I mean,
but the nerve of people to act like it's like the flu or it's no different than anything else is crazy. Nothing else in our time where you can say, oh, I went to a party and I saw some people from high school, blah, 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 and it was good to see them. And then, well, what happened? All of them died. Nothing else in our lifetime has been like this.
Right.
Jazzy Jeff, if people don't know, Jazzy Jeff was the DJ for Fresh Prince, and he played Will's friend on the show. He had it. He went to a ski weekend, like a black ski weekend in Colorado. And like four of the guys, like just the night before they left, they all high-fived each other and was like, good job, great trip. Them dudes died.
Damn.
Jazzy Jeff came back with it, gave it to his wife and his mother-in-law.
Wow. That's crazy.
So to say, oh, open everything up, it's just like the flu, that's crazy. I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. I talked to Dale Jones, he was one of the first interviewers, and he lives in Georgia.
That's my man. I thought he was in LA. He's in Georgia? Okay.
They moved back a couple of years. Yeah, he said that they're opening up all these different places in a week. And he was like, I guess we're going to be the United States Petri dish because we're going to see what's going to. And all I kept thinking to myself is, man, that's crazy. Like Kentucky, we're slowly going to start opening in like May 11th. We're going to do what is called phase 1. And he's just opening really like essential stuff like doctors' offices and like restaurants and, the comedy clubs. They're not on the list. They're not in phase 1. So, I mean, he's just opening it. Our governor's been really smart about it, but
our governor put gyms on the list, but nobody open.
Yeah, I think we should err on the side of caution. I think that once the populace gets back and we're around each other, I think we're gonna have another episode of it. I think it's gonna hit everybody again. Because if you're immune to it, which there are some people that are immune to it, you're still a carrier. Right. So like I personally think I had it like in December.
You probably did. I had another friend who had it in December. I had another comedian, Sean Jones, had it in January. His girl had it, and then his son got it, and they were calling it, back then they were testing and saying, oh, you don't have the flu, because they were testing for flu A and B and strep.
Right.
And they were like, no, you don't have that. But he said he ain't never had no flu like that before, and the other two caught upper respiratory and bronchitis.
Right. That's what they said I didn't have flu A or B or strep, and they were calling it upper respiratory infection. But I mean, it was just like the flu. I was whooped for like a week and a half. I was just like, I felt like there was a weight on my chest and I couldn't breathe and I was exhausted.
You had it, bro.
That's what I think. I think I had it. And it scares the hell out of me because, my wife can't catch this shit. If she catches it, I mean, she's in trouble. I got a 2-year-old in the house. So it's like, it's scary, so anywhere I go, I'm always wearing a mask. I had one guy, I had gloves and a mask on at the early onset of this thing. And I had a guy in the supermarket tell me I was ridiculous.
Yeah. People were acting like that. I'm like, gloved and masked up everywhere.
Yeah, he looked at me and goes, you're ridiculous. And I went, well, you live your life my way. I'll live mine my way. Right. We'll see who's still alive.
Have you seen that dude since then? He's probably dead.
Right? I mean, like entire families. Like our governor said, only one person in a group don't bring groups. This one couple brought their entire family. It was like 3 kids and mother and father just walking around together. I'm like, what is wrong with you people?
I don't think they were listening, man. It really didn't hit home for people. And you start hearing the individual stories, the couple that was about to retire and they died within 6 hours of each other, and it's just like, what? No, nothing else has been like this.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, man, it's like just err on the side of caution. Even if you don't believe it's as bad as what it is, whatever it is, even if you don't believe it, still err on the side of the caution. What does it cost you? It doesn't cost you anything, Man, the board in my neighborhood having an argument about opening the pool. They want to open the pool. Why? Do they make money off of it? No, I don't know what's wrong with these people. And they had a meeting the other day, and one dude was like, then, okay, we'll just wait and see what the county says, because they wouldn't tell us anything that wasn't safe for us. And I'm like, everybody else is like, dude, nobody's opening the pool. Right? It's like, yeah, let me go to the pool. That's a whole tub of droplets. Right. You'll spread it really easy that way. How many times do you spit in a pool? How many times is that? That's what everybody, you spit, you get water in, you spit it out. They know that. So and then here's the kicker. Last year, for whatever reason, I don't know if they thought they were saving money, they went from chlorine to saline. What? You can't, no. So I'm definitely not getting in no pool with no chlorine. Heck no. Saline doesn't take care of the pH and whatever. No, you're going to get out with coronavirus, but your contacts are clean. Right. I see clearly. Exactly. You hear stories where people went down in 6 days. Yeah. Big, healthy football playing dudes. Yeah, he came home sick. 6-7 days later, this dude is out of here. Yeah, that's absolutely terrifying, and just, oh, dude. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for New York. New York, man. New York, devastated. Jersey, come on. Louisiana. The two main hubs of international airports in the United States. I mean, yeah. They said they think between January and February, 13,000 flights came in from Europe. Yikes. Friggin', the best, so there's a lot of memes flying around about everything that's going on, and there's some really funny ones out there. There's some funny ones. I've seen some funny ones. The whole, well, they could see in the water in Venice now, and China can actually see their sky and all this stuff. The funniest one I saw was Epstein returned to his cell. I mean, that made me laugh hard. That's funny that you said that, because when you get on your internet in your neighborhood, you see all the networks. Right. One of the networks in my neighborhood is Epstein didn't do it. Right. I always try to log on to that dude's network. There was so many great memes about that. People say this, that, and the other, and then at the end it says Epstein didn't kill himself. And so when they said, the coronavirus is made everybody stay home, that Epstein has now returned to his cell. That made me laugh. It's funny shit. That's funny. Yeah. So is that a Come See Drew hat that you're wearing there? Yeah, man. This is me. You always got to be marketing. You could pick it up at comeseedrew.com. Do that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I wear it every time I go out now. It's just become the norm now. I watch one of the dudes on YouTube channel. I watch one of the gun enthusiasts, Coleon Noir. He always rocks his hat, and I'm gonna get one of his T-shirts. He got your state, whatever state you are, is white background with an AR on it. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna get one of those for Georgia and New York. Does he? You say he wears one of your hats? No. He has his own merch on his on his page, but everybody's wearing their own hat when you see their channel. Yeah. I try anytime. Like I get a lot of T-shirts and whatnot from comedians, especially when I worked at Comedy Off Broadway. So I try I'll wear them. Like I wore a Donnie Baker one yesterday. Whatever I have, I just try and throw on. Today I'm rocking an FOP one. Because I was part of the fraternal order for a little while. Yeah. I mean, you've served, man. You've done a lot. I have. So I know your house is safe. You know what? I was thinking about something, and I don't know if we could set up a Zoom or put it out there to invite guys, but I think comedians need some type of
information forum on guns. Like there's a lot of comedians we're comedians, right? Some of us everybody doesn't have a military background. Some guys were actual clowns in school. But I think in this pandemic, the argument of weapons or the topic of weapons, some people wives are scared or whatever. But hey, first of all, you have the right to own a weapon if you want to protect your home, protect your property. But a lot of people don't know anything about guns. I think some of the military guys and the ex-police or just the gun enthusiast guys maybe like do a panel and open it up for discussion. Like no question is stupid, because in the gun community, we don't look at anybody and go, oh, look at this idiot. Right. Hey, the minute you own your gun, you're like, welcome to the community. So you have any questions? You guys don't know how to break their gun down, or what happens if they start playing with springs or stuff like that. So information, it's a lot of information.
Yeah, I got a buddy who he's an armor, and he works at a gun store, and he's in the military for a while as an armor, and he knows a ton about the stuff. I easily could get him into a Zoom meeting. We could set something like that up, and we could all.
We should do it in a week or so.
Yeah,
because I bet you there's a lot of guys that would go, oh yeah, I'm not gonna put in my 2 cents, but I bet there's a lot of guys and comedians and female comedians who probably thought about it.
Sure, but they
don't know where to start, don't know who they're comfortable asking. Like, hey, what should I look at? How many rounds do I need to carry? Should I go for weight? Should I go for size?
Sure.
Smallest always best. There's a lot of questions.
Yeah, when I was looking, for a certain type of weapon, like my most recent purchase, I was looking just for something compact. I wanted a minimum of 9mm, and I wanted something that had a good reputation, was easy to break down. And I went right to Phil, and I was like, "Hey, what do you recommend?" And immediately he was like, "Taurus Millennium." I was like, "Okay."
The G2 or the G3?
G2.
That's a good. So I did the same thing you just did, and I went with the MMP 9 Shield.
Yeah, and they're
same class.
Yep, and they're fantastic weapons. They're
you're just carrying more rounds than I am.
Yeah.
I think you carry 12. A buddy of mine just bought that piece too.
Yeah, and of course hollow points, because why just piss them off?
I got the Hornadies.
Yeah.
With the red polymer tip.
There you go. Yeah, that way you can get that little dye in there too.
Right, but you could go with the PX. Winchester makes the PX. You got also Gold Dot.
Yeah.
So all these things that we're discussing here might be questions that people really have. I mean, think about it. You're on the road as a comedian. You drive a lot.
Yeah.
So if you're on the road 3 weeks, and that's 3 weekends of merch selling, you might have cash on you. You coming back from the club to the condo in a city. They know you don't live there because your tag says Kentucky.
Right.
And I've known comedians over the years who have gotten robbed, out of town, and it could happen. So I'm not saying everybody are comfortable with guns or everybody should go out and get a gun. I'm just saying there's people who probably own a gun, never touched it, never shot it, don't know how to clean it, get the dust out.
I mean, as simple as don't even know how to carry it. Like that weekend we were together, did you know I was armed the entire time?
I did not. I kind of assumed that you were, but I didn't ask, and I felt safe. But I said, this guy, once you said you were in the military and ex-police, I said, he's probably armed. I don't see him being on the road because we're both big guys, and sometimes that make us a target because you always have the guy that goes, I think I could take the big guy.
Sure.
So I'm always on swivel, and I'm not trained in self-defense, but just growing up in New York and always being a big guy, I'm always on alert.
Yeah.
Maybe more than other people. So when we were hanging that weekend, I was okay because I said, they can't take both of us.
Oh, no. And I am trained.
And comedians are going to stick together, so I'll pick up the slack.
Oh, no, we were perfectly, you were as safe as you.
I was good. And I said, he's probably carrying, but I ain't going to ask, but I'm sure he is. I don't see anybody who used to be a cop, used to be in the military, driving on the road and not carrying.
You just, and it's not that we're paranoid, it's just that we do so much stuff.
It's to be safe, because you didn't wield your gun. You didn't go look what I got. This is what I drive around with. We never even had a conversation about weapons.
No, and we wouldn't, and it's not necessary.
Right.
There are so many things that I've seen or I've seen happen to friends where, you got guys that are just doing a basic Terry stop. They're doing a regular stop just because the guy was driving a little erratic, and all of a sudden, before you know it, he's in a gunfight, or or they got killed, or there's a knife going in the car. I mean, it's
right.
It's all kinds of crazy things that could just happen, and
right.
So it's better just to be prepared. So I think
if you could get your buddy to do it, I think that would be a good idea. And then how we could do it is we say, we have Josh Sardam on the panel, Drew Thomas, a gun enthusiast.
Yeah.
Your buddy that's an armorer and also military background.
Yeah.
And then just open it up to general questions, concerns. No question is stupid because we want people to be informed.
No, that sounds like a great idea, and I like the idea of that. And I'll talk to Phil about it as soon as we're done here. He's a good dude, real good guy. He's always very, very knowledgeable. Knows his.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if he's down, then that's good. So we'll put the information out there, and you could come into the call.
Yeah.
If it's of concern to you, if you have no need for gun or you don't think, then don't come on the call then. But I bet you we get somebody go, hey, I got this Glock 19 I bought 5 years ago, and I've never taken the slide off.
Oh God. Glocks are easy.
So easy. So is the Smith & Wesson, but you'll probably will get that from people.
Yeah. And of course, my favorite weapon is the 1911, the 45.
Well, that's you can't beat the 1911 trigger and the 1911 grip.
It's like butter. It's like butter. And
I believe you. I don't own one, but I've shot it, and it's probably the reason why I got my Glock 45.
Yeah. I mean, why? That's why I like high caliber, because why just piss them off? 45.
Exactly.
That round hits whatever it hits, it rips it off.
I believe it.
9mm punctures, can play a little pinball inside and fine. 45 just rips things off, and
9mm is definitely the ammo.
Yeah, the ammo.
Important. I mean, you don't want it going through walls.
Right.
You want it to get in there and mushroom and tumble and spread and
right.
get in that tissue. So see what I'm saying? This is stuff I've educated myself in the last 6 weeks.
Right. Well, you've had time on your hands.
Oh, I've had time, and this is hours between not just YouTube videos, like actually reading articles and getting out and shooting my own gun. I go, okay, I got this new Smith & Wesson 9mm shield. Well, I need to shoot it. I need to know, am I putting my finger on the right part of the trigger? Where on the pad is comfortable for me? Where do I shoot and the front don't move? Like, what ammo works in here? I need to try Tula. I need to try steel. I need to try brass. I need to try all these different. I need to shoot hollow points through here.
Yeah.
Those things are beasts, man. They take anything. They eat up any ammo.
Yeah. And how are you doing as far as shooting? Like
my grouping is real good. And I just came today from Amazon. I'm excited. I got these splatter targets.
Oh.
That's fluorescent. So they splatter right where you shoot them when you hit them.
Nice. That's cool. That's always fun.
So I can't wait to take those to the range. But I've been going to the range like once a week with another comedian. Shout out to Donnell Keith Gray, one of my cruise ship comic buddies. He's grounded too. So he got off a ship like mid-March. He was out when the cruise ship industry got shut down.
Oh, man.
And he finally got home and been home ever since. So me and him been going to the range like every Friday.
So talk to me about trigger control.
Trigger control. So I'm learning. It's all in breathing. Where, like I was talking about earlier, where your finger is on the trigger. Some people need to go to that first digit. Some people only go to the tip of the pad right here, or go all the way through, till that first knuckle. So it just depends on what feels right to you, where you're most accurate. Where do you squeeze off after the wall? You have your up, and then your wall, and then the break. See, I learned that.
Yep.
And for you, where do your front sight not dip?
Well,
or move?
You when you're releasing the trigger, do you let it all the way go all the way back out?
No, just to the reset.
Just to the reset.
Just to the reset.
It takes so long to teach people that.
I know.
They shoot and they just pop it back out, and it's like, no.
No.
You pull in, let it surprise you, and then just slowly till you hear that click, and then stop. Because then
my Glock 21 has a very good reset. You could hear it, and it's audible. You could feel it.
Right.
The Smith & Wesson Shield. That's the only knock on the first version was it didn't come with a good trigger.
Now, what's the safety look like on that?
Oh, it's a built-in safety on the side. It's at the top of the back by the.
Is it a switch, or is it a flange? Like a flange,
it's a thumb safety, but it's into the body, so it doesn't come out like on a 911.
Gotcha.
1911.
Yeah, that's why I like that Millennial so much, because like when you've got one in the chamber, you see those that pops up on the top of the slide.
Yeah, and I got brass on the top too. I got a brass indicator on the top letting me know there's one in there.
I like that.
Yeah, both of those guns are very good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, trigger controls everything though when you're aiming. Your sight picture is part of it, your breathing's part of it, and your trigger.
Yeah.
You can
trigger control, and both of those are single stack, so they hide very well. Like both of us could appendix carry those two guns, and nobody would know. I mean, we can hide a Glock 26 or a 19.
Right.
But that single stack, ain't nobody gonna know.
Yeah. I just don't like single stack so much just because of the fact that they don't carry enough ammo.
Yeah, well, I rigged one of my magazines. I went through a couple different aftermarket products to get to the right one. So I've added like a 1/4 inch to the bottom, and I'm carrying 11.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's just...
That's fine. I mean, if I shoot you 10 times, there's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I believe in the old adage, which is when in doubt, empty the magazine. So
empty the magazine. I've seen a video where a dude tried to rob a Metro PCS, and the clerk emptied the magazine. But in a real life situation, and I mean, you could jump in your experience, you're probably gonna only get about 3 shots off.
Well, you're lucky if you get 3 shots off, But I mean, no, you do what is known as panic fire when you're not used to it.
Yeah. The adrenaline is pumping.
Yeah. No fine motor skills left, so you're dealing with, you got blunt force going, you're kind of, so gross motor skills kick in, you don't have a lot of fine motor skill ability, you're doing everything you do, and usually that's your hands are doing this, that's all you got. Right,
and it's reflex at that point, you just squeeze.
Reflex. Yep. Yeah. A lot of fun.
I love it though. Shooting is a good outlet. It's been my new outlet. I mean, you got to find outlets, and you could do stuff with your wife, and you could play video games, and you could do stuff with the kids and talk to your buddies. But to me, I just find shooting relaxing. I go out to the range. I take 150 rounds. I take about 5 different targets, and sometimes I work on my grouping. Sometimes I work on just center mass, because in a self-defense situation, as a layman person, you just want to get the first shot in. So sometimes I just go for center mass. I'm not really – they all over the place, but they all on center mass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're never going to have that ability in a real situation to just sit there and take your time.
Right. You're not going to go, oh, man, look how I put 4 in his chest like an inch apart.
You want the threat to stop.
I want the threat to stop, right?
Yeah. So wherever you get it, and if you stop the threat, it's the best shot you've ever shot. So it's fun stuff, man. So it's comeseedrew.com.
Comeseedrew.com.
And is all the social media the same thing? Twitter, Instagram?
All social media across the board: Instagram, Facebook, my website. Everything is Come See Drew. Twitter.
Good deal, man. And hopefully, by the time this episode comes out, we'll be working again.
Hopefully,
that'd be nice. But if it's not, in the meantime,
hey, I think you're doing a good thing having all these shows in the can.
Well, we're putting them out 1 a week, that kind of thing, and we're gonna do the Quarantine Chronicles this way, and then once we're actually going to be able to get back to Comedy Off Broadway to record there. That'll be the next season, and hopefully these will still be going to give us time to get more of those in the can, that kind of thing. But yeah, you know, it's great. It's great talking to people. You know, I haven't seen you since shit. When was it? It was
November.
Or was it November?
Yeah, early November. I think it was the first weekend in November.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been a while since I've seen you, so it's great seeing you. And you know, it gives everybody an opportunity to get a little FaceTime and say what they're doing, their take on everything that's going on. I think it's important. It
is important, man, for your sanity. You know, I mean, I'm not afraid to admit them first 2-3 weeks was rough, man. I'm like, what's going on? Like, this is my existence. You're taking my existence from me.
Right.
And then the shock of the money being gone. And then now you're like, we're no different than anybody else. So then next thing I know, I'm like, well, how do I get the unemployment? Where's my stimulus check? You know what I mean? I want. I'm like, yo, I want everything they got coming to poor people. I'm poor people now.
Yeah.
I get food stamps. But the funniest thing I've learned in this pandemic is the fear that some people have about black people. It's so deep and embedded. The people in my neighborhood turn and go the other way when we're walking the neighborhood together. One lady the other night, she turned and started running, so I started walking fast. I thought there was a threat behind me too. And I'm saying, this lady's not even telling me what's wrong, and she's just gonna take off running, and she sees that there's something behind me. They've been crossing the street. One lady jumped, and she had a Rottweiler. I said, you got a Rottweiler, what you jumping for?
It's 2020, for Christ's sakes.
It's amazing. It's been I've had 5 incidents of this happen.
That's nuts.
Yeah. The first one was the lady that turned around. She turned around and went the other direction. Then one came to the front of the subdivision and went the other way. Then the one that saw me and jumped, and then one crossed the street. She crossed the street all the way to the other side. And I'm like, I have on glasses and I'm walking slow.
Oh my God. You gotta love it.
It's silly.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, man. I'm like, lady, I'm a comedian. The furthest thing from my mind is robbing you. You think I need this before my dates?
She crosses the street and goes, I bet he watches videos about weapons.
I should just carry wristbands with me and give them out. Just say, hey, look at my comedy.
Right. You should. I always carry like the podcast. I have a podcast card and a business card. I always have a stack of them on me.
Yeah, I think I need to just keep wristbands with me in the car. Here you go. Don't get comfortable. You know, look me up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got a clip or something. You know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because we're gentle giants, both of us.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that's totally true. It's like, you know.
It just lets me know that you're not afraid of me. You're using this. You have this fear of a race of people.
Right.
Because you don't know me. So what are you running from? You can't say, oh, that's the guy that raped me in college, or that's the dude that bopped me in the head the other day. I'm not that guy.
Right. That's crazy. Yeah, I've had people being afraid of me before, but yeah, I think it's just because I look like this. It's not any other reason. But,
yeah, but once you realize that they were afraid of you, then you're like, why?
Right. Yeah.
I'm an abominable snowman.
My best friend in Florida, when we first met in the academy, he said, I looked at you and just figured you're an asshole. And I was like, you have no idea how many times that's happened to me.
Well, I'll take that. If somebody said it about me, you can say, well, I don't know him, but that's what I thought about him. I'll take that. But for you to turn around and run.
Right.
And I mean, it's night, so I'm not wearing a mask. I don't even walk my neighborhood with my weapon because I don't have my carrying permit.
Right.
I don't even want to get into the legalities of that. So I leave it in the house. But I do dry fire a lot, though. And I go through scenarios. I clear rooms like I'm SWAT. It's fun.
You cut the pie?
Huh?
You cut the pie?
Yeah. You know, I'm in here dry firing. I'm clearing rooms. I'm going around each room. Clear.
You got to videotape yourself doing that sometimes.
That's what another buddy said. I should do it. I had another buddy that said you should record this and show people.
Yeah, totally. Man, this has been fun, dude. I'm gonna get together with my buddy Phil, and I'm gonna see if we can't get a little class together for.
Or maybe we start with a informational forum.
Yeah.
You know, just open to questions, and then if we want to do another one, then we could say, hey, we're gonna talk about specific calibers. So not a specific model or gun, but next week we're gonna go over 9mm. We're gonna go over ARs or other handguns or 22. So if somebody says, I was thinking about getting a 22, then you or Phil can say, get the Luger 22 or, get this, or we would recommend,
Yeah, and Phil would love that.
Exactly. That would be up to somebody said, well, what if I want the Kel-Tec PMR 30? Like, nah, I don't get that. It's a piece of shit or whatever the case.
I call that the barking cricket.
My buddy, that was his first gun. I said, what are you shooting, varmints?
That damn thing is so loud.
It is.
My 45 is nowhere near.
I said the same thing. We took it to the range 2 weeks ago when you first got it. I said, this gun is stupid.
And it's got no range on it. Like, if you're beyond 5 feet, you can't hit anything with it. It's just ridiculously inaccurate and loud. It's worthless.
And it has a lot of issues, like the magazine drops out while he's shooting.
Right. Crazy. It's crazy. All right, man.
I said all the videos on YouTube, and this is the video that you said, oh, I got to get this Kel-Tec PMR 30.
Right. Yeah. No, I think word of mouth, because Kel-Tec had those little small ones with look like you're wearing a knife when it's actually a gun. And, so they had that gimmick, and I think word of mouth really made people buy those. But, I mean, once you start shooting them, you're like, this is garbage. The noisy cricket. Yeah, it's garbage.
And you're just gonna piss somebody off. The video for that gun actually says if it's the winter and somebody's wearing a Carhartt jacket,
yeah, you're not gonna make it through.
It's not gonna get through.
Nope.
Who wants that?
No, you just be like, ow, motherfucker.
And then he pulls out his 45.
Right, and now you're missing a limb. Well, dude, we're going to close this out, man. We're at the end of the time that we got here, but it's been fantastic.
Man, thanks for having me, man. I'm glad to see that you're healthy.
Oh, yeah, you too, man. And
glad that the family is good, and we'll ride together again, brother.
Absolutely. I can't wait. I can't wait for that. I had so much fun that weekend. And
good. We got to get a good meal somewhere.
Absolutely. That was awesome. So for Drew Thomas, I'm Josh Sardam. We'll catch you guys next time.
All right. Take care.
Hey guys, hope you liked the video, and if you like the show, make sure you throw a like down there somewhere. There should be a like, and there's a subscribe button over here.
And hit the bell.
Yeah, ring the bell, and check us out, man. Stay in touch with us. We're always putting out videos every week, and it should be a lot of fun, right?
Write us a letter.
Right as rain, right as the man. Thanks, guys. Yeah, that should work.